Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm just going to be kind of taking you through my server setup and how everything works, just so you guys can get a good grasp of quite a lot of the tools that I use on a fairly day-to-day basis. Okay, so let's get into it. So to start off with, this is my home kind of user dashboard for my server. So I have 3 servers that run my kind of infrastructure, if you will, of personal apps and services, which you can all see here on the dashboard. I have a FileCloud instance, a Memos, a 6ng or 6 instance, an OhmyForm instance, which is kind of like a self-hosted replacement to Google Forms, Nginx Proxy Manager to kind of redirect all of my subdomains to the different kind of apps on the web. And then I've got Portainer to, of course, manage all of these, because apart from FileCloud, all of these are Docker containers, so Portainer, really helpful, really useful. And then I've got Jellyfin, which I really only kind of use for music at the moment. But yeah, so let's get into it. So to start off with, this is a dashboard called HomeR. I think that's how you pronounce it. I mean, I'll put the link in the description for people that are interested. It's a very good dashboard. I'll have a video coming up on that lately in a bit. So the first thing you have is you can add your widgets. So I've got a nice calendar here. I've also got my to-do list here, which is kind of like a notes page, and you can edit that and you write in Markdown. So that's quite nice. It's just a little nice thing there. Now you set these up here with the URL, and they don't actually have to be based on your server, because for instance this server is currently running Memos, OhmyForm, and Nginx Proxy Manager and Portainer, and as far as it really goes, that's about it. So like FileCloud and Jellyfin and 6 are all running on different another 2 servers, so that's very important. So it lets you link it up. So I'm just going to show you here. There is actually a little interface up here which my head is blocking, so I'm just going to quickly move me out of the way for a second. So here you can kind of see this is just kind of your account there, like in the top right corner, the purple icon for me, because I set that as my preference. So you can enter edit mode here, and then you can basically just kind of go in. So say I wanted to edit where my 6ng instances, hit the icon, hit edit. Now usually when you write in the name, it will come up and show you the icon. Search for 6ng or 6, and then this is the internal IP address. I haven't used this yet, so I'm not entirely sure as to what it's going to do, but there you go. And then this is the URL. So you can see here, if I if I click on it, it will bring me to this URL, and you can see it here. So if I just hit save really quickly, and you come out of exit mode by then hitting that icon again, it will then bring me to my 6ng instance, and then I can use my web browser. So if I go back to this thing here, it's also got a nice Docker thing where you can look at all your Docker containers. It's nothing too fancy, and it only shows me the ones on this server, not on my other ones. But it's pretty nice, pretty clean interface. So another thing that I have on all my servers is a nice little neat app called Watchtower, which basically just automatically updates all of your Docker containers for you, which is really useful. Oh yeah, I'm also running Peppermint, which is a help desk kind of service. But that's not my dashboard because I don't really use it enough. So when you go into edit mode here, you can also do your widgets, but I'm not going to explain how to do all of that now. On the settings, I'm going to have another dedicated video coming up to that. Right, so let's explore some of my servers, some of the apps I use, and then I'm just going to kind of go into more detail about how I run 3 servers, and yeah, and how you can do it too pretty easily today. So firstly, let's just go to my proxy manager, because this is probably the most important one. But all the domains that I'm running this apps to connect to them are all using SSL, so just for safety. So if I go proxy host here, which is how you manage all your domains, this will be blurred, but I've got all of my domains here down the side, and then I've got all of the IP address it needs linked to and the ports, and then you can see here that it's running Let's Encrypt on all of them, so that I have HTTPS enabled. It's so easy to set up. I'll make another video on this again, but it's so easy to set up SSL on this. You just put in your email for Let's Encrypt, and that's kind of it. That's really all you have to do. Yeah. So there's redirection host streams and 404 hosts. I don't use these. I don't really know what these are. Well, I know what redirection hosts are, so it just redirects it. But I don't know what these are. I'd have to have a play around with these for the next video. But proxy hosts are the ones that I use. The next app that I've got is my my Memos, which is basically just kind of like a note-taking app, and it's basically good. So if you're learning and you're trying to improve at something, you can just kind of take notes on what you're doing, and that's about it really. Then my next one, of course, is Own My Form. If I just kind of log in here with the admin password, apparently it's telling me it's invalid because I can't spell admin apparently. Then it will bring you in and you can create forms. For years of you use Google Forms or Microsoft Forms or kind of more of a service like that, this should be pretty useful to you and should be pretty familiar. So you can just create forms and share them online. Nice and useful. So this is one of my main ones. This is called Portainer, and so these are all my environments here that I have. So they don't have to be on your server to manage Docker containers through Portainer. So this is my local server here. I'll just show you. I've got these stacks here running, so my forms and memos, Nginx proxy manager. Then I've got all of these containers running here. It's all nice and useful. Highly recommend using Portainer. Again, if you guys want, put in the comments. I'll make a nice video on it to make it nice and simple. And then just the same here. You can just go into these and just kind of look at what's going on with those. So, and then I've got a Jellyfin here, but you can look up Jellyfin. It's got my media on it. So, how do I run my servers? Because you might not know is I don't actually have any physical servers in my home. So I run, and this is not sponsored or anything, but I run, and I would highly recommend something called Linode. They are one of my favourite kind of cloud companies that I've ever used. Customer support's great. They get back to you nice and fast. And I'm just running 3 nanodes with 1 gig of RAM. And for me, that's really all I need. If you need more, obviously you can go more. They've got lots of dedicated CPU, shared CPU. Again, it'd be a whole nother video. They've also got a marketplace with one-click installs, but a whole nother video. And yeah, that's kind of it for my server setup. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want more videos like this, like, comment, and subscribe. And see you in the next video.